Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk about rewarding yourself. The journey to becoming a professional artist could be very long. It could take you years before you could sell your first painting in an art gallery or even online. It could take you a long time and you could feel very unmotivated, very lost. And how to stay motivated and positive, this is the key, is to reward yourself and be the good boss that you always wanted to have, and train yourself to be the good employee as well. I don't know if that makes sense, because now you're a freelance, independent professional and you have to manage your own team, that is at least yourself. So you have to manage it well and give the positive feedbacks all the time and confirm when you're doing well. And there are few situations you can give yourself rewards even before hitting that goal. For example, reward yourself when you can keep up with the consistency. If you say, I'll go to my studio at 9 o'clock every morning, so when you can go there at 9, you tick the box, and after doing it for 30 consecutive days, you can go and celebrate, buy yourself a nice gift. Or if you could mark this mini milestones, like having 500 followers on your Instagram as an artist, or having 10,000 visits to your website, all these mini milestones that not necessarily lead to something significant, but the fact that it is going towards that goal, it is worth celebrating. Also, when you're feeling down, you're feeling a little bit unmotivated, you're having a bad day, again, motivate yourself so you keep up with the morale, so you can always feel better and be able to come back the next day, continue the good work. Depending on who you are, what you like, everybody's different. Your wants and needs are very different from mine, and as long as it's not counterproductive, you can really treat yourself and reward yourself however you want. For example, imagine if you're in a weight loss journey, you wouldn't want to treat yourself a big cake after each kilo that you have lost, because it's going to be reducing the good work that you have put into. So as long as it's not counterproductive, like you wouldn't want to get yourself a night out with friends, getting totally wasted and coming back the next day not feeling like working at all. This is counterproductive. So as long as it's not something like this, treat yourself however you want. I'll just give you a few options, perhaps it can inspire you. Number one, treat yourself with a nice coffee, tea, or ice cream at Starbucks. Imagine like a nice environment, soothing music. And yesterday we were talking about if buying coffee would make you poor. If you are treating yourself coffee after a mini milestone or something to celebrate, it is a very positive thing, and it won't make you poor by treating yourself $5-10 each time. And if you want, also invite a friend to share this joy with you, and also you can have some social life apart from this hard work every day at your studio. Number two, treat yourself a healthy meal out in a restaurant, especially a healthy restaurant, because again, we don't want to cause any damages to your health, so that you can miss out on your work if you are feeling down. So of course you want to treat yourself something healthy, and especially if you are attending a conference or workshop outside of your own city, it's great because you won't be able to cook anyway. So use this opportunity to sit down in a healthy, nice restaurant, treat yourself. That would cost anything from $10 to $20. It doesn't have to be expensive, but it has to be special, that you say to yourself, this is a meal that I treat myself for this positive outcome that I have worked for. Number three, take yourself to a movie theater or a concert. Treat yourself with an experience, because experiences will bring you more joy than buying yourself things, and they're not expensive for what it actually brings you. Apart from feeling thrilled and excited for this special event, also that you are keeping yourself up to date with the current affairs, current cultural landscape, so you know what is going on in the entertainment industry, so that you're not feeling so isolated as a typical artist painting all day in the studio. It's not so expensive. You could spend $20 to $30 for a local concert or stand-up comedy show, something that will bring you joy and doesn't break your wallet. Number four, treat yourself a spa session, a gym membership, or a personal training session, so you can tone your muscles and feeling better physically, which will improve your overall productivity. It doesn't have to be too expensive. In a local gym or a trainer for an hour, you can spend $30 to $50, and the impact that it has on you, it could be long lasting and very positive, and it's definitely worth the money. Number 5, treat yourself a weekend out with family or friends in the nature, like a hiking trip or water sports. Something doesn't have to be too excessively expensive, but you can have like a relaxing time and get in touch with nature, and you will feel better. It will improve your overall well-being, and it can cost anything from 50 to $100. Number 6, take yourself a trip overseas, and it can be a weekend holiday or it can be like 3 to 5 days. If you are in Europe or in a country that is not too far away from other countries, like if you're not in Australia, for Australians, when you go to a trip overseas, it can be a little bit complicated. But if you're in Europe, for example, I'm located in Spain. If I want to go to France, Germany, or another country in Europe, it can be super economic. If I choose the date that is not like the peak season, it can cost anything from 100, 200, 300 for a weekend or 3 to 5 day trip. You don't have to treat yourself like right away. You can treat yourself with a planned tour whenever it's low season, and you can save on the money. And the best part of it is you will be able to write most of the things off if it is work related. For example, you can attend an opening or a museum tour in another country and combined with a weekend tour together. So it's partially work related. Or if you are attending a workshop related to painting techniques or giving a speech somewhere in a school, and you're treating yourself, perhaps a show, museum tickets, and food and coffee, and all of the things can be write off on your personal taxes, so you don't pay taxes over your earnings for the equivalent amount of what you can write off. Consult your CPA, but in my experience running as a freelance, as an individual entrepreneur, you can write most of the things off if it's work related. You can't justify like a spa session with your best mates or with your family. As long as it's related with your business, well-being, research, training, it can all be written off over your taxes, and it's really one stone, two birds, because you are enjoying the activities anyway and you're saving on your taxes. Last but not the least, if you don't have a business yet and you're not earning a lot of money and you want to treat yourself something nice, but you don't have like even like $5 in the Starbucks, there is a way. I read it on YouTube from this neuroscientist. It was super funny, and he said sleeping is the least abused legal drug for athletes, and I could also say that for creative professionals. You can treat yourself 8 hours sleep. I know it sounds silly, but this is gonna be super cheap. You don't need to put a lot of effort. You just need to reserve the time so you know that you are not missing out on work, and you can still keep the consistency. Just plan it ahead so you can go to bed a little earlier or get up a little later, so you can squeeze this 8 hours sleep in your very busy daily schedule and you're feeling better afterwards. Or you can write yourself a nice letter, leave yourself a nice note, and decorate your studio or your home using one day to meditate. All the things that really doesn't take a lot of money or even doesn't take a penny at all, so you can feel better afterwards and keep yourself motivated for the next days to come. This is my video about rewarding yourself. I would love to know how you reward yourself. My favorite self-reward is the $1 ice cream at my local favorite ice cream store. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna go and grab ice cream right now. See you in the next video.